Stuck in the middle of the thick of it all. Feels like I'm gonna be falling for a while. And I said that I don't miss you at all. But I know it's that night when the feeling turns to pile in the middle. Without you, I have to stand on a zero. One for being played by you. You and your tricks, having you cutting your fix. Malicious succubus, spread as a kiss. You're gonna take my demons, conducted to the melodies you love me.
That's Lerm, my little brother. No, not that. That's the dog. That's Lerm. We don't see each other much because we live so far away from each other, but he loves to skate and I love to create. This video is our first collaborative effort. Hope you like it. Bear with me, I never shot a skate video before. Lerm, tell everyone why you love to skate.
I don't even know. It could be the expression. It could just be like the freedom, the unity that you meet while you're meeting people skateboarding. There's so much to it. Like, it's so satisfying, man. It's a lot better than drugs, that's for sure. I'd probably be in jail if it wasn't for skateboarding. Skateboarding is its own kind of being, man. You either do it or you don't. It picks you.
Buried. You're gonna have to. You need a shovel to get your skateboard out of there.
Like, I always started at a young age. Like, I loved the Tony Hawk games. Then, as soon as I grew up, I started, like, seeing a lot of people, a lot of peers I respected doing it.
He says that you kind of got him into skateboarding.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, probably known him for, well, since grade 10.
How long have you been skateboarding?
Probably 20 years, my whole life.
And I thought it was so cool, so I jumped onto it.
Nobody here skates with a helmet. What's up with that?
I don't know. I believe a helmet's a good idea, honestly. Brain's the most important thing you have. He was kind of just a little hippie guy there, never touched a skateboard, and look what happened.
It's incredible, isn't it, to see the grass growing on a from us all the way to the ocean. It's a bullshit, there's something we can live along with. Gotta back up the little bit of sacrifice along with truth is let's go. Bullshit in the skies, you and I really are the different, but I still Some things don't change, no loss, no gain, and nobody to blame but yourself. That's a shame. When your cup's full, you pick it down. You just say it's empty. Always seem to cave for the things that you find tempting, and it doesn't need a meaning. And wounded of your cries, nothing behind most of them. It's just however lies. Sick of always roaming with a monster in disguise. So I'm at the wrong road in the night.
Skateboarding's amazing, man. I've broken my collarbone twice. Like, still haven't gotten it fixed. And I lost this tooth right here. Like, you definitely love skateboarding more than it loves you, that's for sure.
Dislocated the elbow once. Dislocated the foot once. Aside from that, you know, just a couple bruises here and there.
Gets my head clear. If you're thinking of, like, dumb shit in your head, you're not going to be able to skate that good. It totally just clears your brain.
But St. John isn't the only place with a skate park. There are plenty all over Canada these days. So let's go meet Zack in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
What up, Insta360 gang? We're just gonna get some shots. Skateboarding! I'm Zack Fraser, but I go by Shaggy, like in the skate world. I've had a board pretty much my whole life, but I've only really been like skating for 7, 8 years now. Pretty much half my life.
In the middle of the 20th century, hundreds and hundreds of teenage boys and girls are becoming so addict every year. It's fantastic, it's unbelievable, and it's terrible, but it's true.
I don't know what I'm gonna do here, but I figured it out. Knowing my dad skated as like when I was a kid definitely put a big, like, had a big, really big help on it. Like, it definitely brought me into it. But then just seeing other people skate and seeing it all across YouTube and seeing how, like, it was this, like, way of freedom almost, and, like, the way anybody could express themselves, it just really drew me in. I messed up my knees a couple times, but like I never broken anything. I'm proud to say. I've never been put out of skateboarding because of an injury.
Let's cut it up in that mind. Don't you think that it's about time to turn it back and walk away? Take a bath, it's so cliche. Dig yourself in an early grave. It's your life, you can only say. Take control of your situation and you reach your destination. What's the price to pay? Yeah, you take a little of your life away. Is this your life and at what cost? Lose the battle when you're not the boss. Destruction happens to build you back. Now it's time to get your life on track. In the end, you'll take the loss. You lose the battle when you're not the boss. What's the price to pay? Yeah, you take a little of your life away. Is this your life and at what cost? You lose the battle when you're not the boss. Destruction happens to build you back. Now it's time to get your life on track. In the end, you'll take the loss. You lose the battle when you're not the boss. What's the price to pay? Yeah, you take a little of your life away. Is this your life and at what cost? You lose the battle when you're not the boss. Destruction happens to build you back. Now it's time to get your life on track. In the end, you'll take the loss. You lose the battle when you're not the boss.
The biggest misconception is that like it's hard or that it's difficult. It's a piece of wood with 4 wheels. You can make, like the first ones are made out of peach baskets and rollerblades. If you want to get into skateboarding and you really want to like try this thing, there's ways to get into it. There's people that help. Anybody can skate if they really want to. It's very capable. As per usual, I don't. Punk. Definitely punk. I've never actually seen one from like any local. And that, folks, is your interview with Shaggy.
Thanks, Shaggy. Skate or die, man.
So my name's Mario Landry, and I've been skating for 30 years. Started in '94, so yeah. So I'm 42 now, so started around when I was 12. Yeah, so been doing it for a while. When I first started, the appeal was the fun of it, the social aspect of it, of course a way to self-express too. I started when I was like 12, so I mean, teenage years, you always have to get a little bit of frustration out or to rebel a little bit, and it seemed to have that, and that really did help me out a lot in those years to self-develop a lot, discipline, and then throughout the years, I mean, it led me to so many other things related to skateboarding. The whole culture of it, of course, the attitude, the art form, of course. I mean, the whole art world. I mean, for me, it all started with, graphics on skateboards. I do art now myself. I do paintings and drawings, and the artwork was definitely something that appealed to me. Like, it wasn't the typical artwork that you would see, this boring kind of art. Like, it had edge, it had flair, it had and it was inviting too, because it was a type of artwork where anybody could do it. There wasn't like any right way to do it, and skateboarding's a lot about that too. You kind of like do what you want with it. It's free. It's a free thing to do, and I think that's what really appeals to me more now, just the freedom of it. Two years ago, I did dislocate my shoulder, so I guess that was that's just a part of getting old, I guess. You fall harder, and but besides that, like maybe like twisted ankles, but you know, it was pretty much all just like bumps and scratches, and you know, nothing really major. I mean, for sure, I've had a lot of bruises and stuff, but no real breaks. Just the shoulder 2 years ago. So yeah, I've been, knock on wood. So far so good. Pushing 40.
When will we stop this violent attack? 'Cause I think you're setting the hell ahead. Forgive me, but I'm tired of running that track. Give the laziness, but I just wanna
I don't know how that went, but anyways.
East Coast Street Styles is their skate crew. They've got a skate shop there. That's Surface Skate Shop. That's their thing.
Hello everybody, it is Ross here from Surface, and I am so excited.
He's just trying to give the youth somewhere to be, somewhere smart to be. That's not the streets doing stupid things, and teach them, you know, so that there's a love of skateboarding and a comfortability with it. Safe space, like I said, for them to be. If you want to check out another skate park than the one that's behind us here, and you're looking to support a good opportunity, a good cause, check out Ross Smith in the Riverview Skate Park. He started that.
My name is Ross Smith. I am the owner of Surface Skate Shop, and basically we do everything skateboarding around here. I've been eating, living, and breathing skateboarding for the past 37 years, I believe, at this point. Yeah, that's it. It's hard to do a generalization right now of what I do because there's so much. So basically, this is Surface Skate Shop. This is a project that we started. We are now the longest running skateboarder-owned shop in the Moncton area. We are over 15 years in operation now. So the shop runs kind of like a co-op. So basically any of the funds or any of the money made in the shop goes back to the local skate community rather than into one owner's pocket. So basically this is how we fund, 6 to 8 skate events per year. We have a team of 8 to 10 skaters at any given time, not just local, but coast to coast. We really give back to the skateboard community. That's the purpose of the shop, was to be a staple and kind of a stomping ground for skateboarders to find a home base. So we kind of keep it small and deadly. We don't want to kind of keep our operation costs very high because with the retail market, it can be kind of rougher. So we try to keep our square footage smaller, but do a ton of special orders, make sure that our customers are getting everything, the hottest product exactly when they want it. It's public-private partnership, so between my company and the town of Riverview. So basically it's been 20 years in December that we've been in contract. The facility itself hosts an indoor skate park, but we're a lot more than that as well. We have a fundraising canteen. All of the money from that is going back to the local youth programs, goes back to skate park maintenance. And then from there, we also have a youth center. So we have arcade space. We have a space where the kids can go up and like jump on their media and put it up on the projection screen. We have foosball, air hockey, pool, monthly art programming, and a whole bunch more. We have events pretty much for every major holiday. We have a huge competition midway through the winter. That's basically our kind of premier event of the year. And that one's called the Frozen Open. And yeah, so really like we are doing everything skateboarding from teaching beginners straight up through holding competitions for the best skateboarders in the community. Up here, the Devil's Toy. So that's a homegrown board. So that's from Jesse's factory, and those are all hand screened. You can actually see the paint dripping on certain parts of the board. So it's limited. I think that was like 5 out of 30 or something like that. just got a new ride. Someone's getting a new ride. Ooh, that one's fancy. It just kind of gives you a different bird's eye view of the park. It's also cool because parents can come up here and kind of sit down where it's quieter and still watch the kids skate. So. She's one of our local team riders, so she's all good. She's on our team, so you'll see some of the older, like prefab layout beforehand, and this would have been back pre-2005. Our camps at this point, we've taught over 20,000 in the last 22 years, so we've gotten to the point where we're kind of figured out what we're doing now. I don't know if you remember Pee Wee Herman when you were a kid. Well, anyway, Pee Wee had like a giant tinfoil ball. This is basically thousands of scraps from the boards that we've gripped. We've kind of brought skateboarding to a point where, or indoor skateboarding to a point where you know, the community, when they walk in, they feel like we really have something special here that's not just a bunch of ramps thrown together into an old arena or something like that. So it's a cool kind of, I guess, reflection of what it could be for a community to invest in an indoor space, and, you know, potentially change the stereotypical view of what that looks like. Believe it or not, my biggest injuries have been snowboarding. So when I strap into bindings, I tend to really wrap myself around things. I had a tree jump out in front of me probably 7 years ago, and I ended up in a wheelchair for about a year. Wasn't able to skate, was told that I'd never be able to do flip tricks again. So it's one of those things, it's a good example of how, you know, injuries shouldn't be an excuse for people to get off a board necessarily. It's an excuse to slow down and pace ourselves and do some monotonous repetition. But really it's when we stop that we really start to feel the burn, and a lot of people blame it on a post-injury, but really it's the fact that you've used that injury as an excuse to get off a board or to, you know, not be as active. And then you're feeling the side effects of not being as active. It's not necessarily the direct relation to the injury itself. So with us, we really push like staying on a board in a really controlled state, and just keeping the range of motion and keeping that movement, not necessarily jumping down stairs and doing crazy grinds, but just getting out and pushing and kind of feeling the wind and just staying at one with your board even while you're on the injured list or not up to your full potential. At the indoor park, with our liability anyway, helmets are required for all ages. So this was 2005 that it was built. We were shut down for 1 month to build the whole place. So our layout, it's definitely dated at this point. A lot of the community, we've skated for 15 years. We're ready for some updating. But we really wanted to focus on the outdoor project just to allow skateboarding all year round. Indoors, it was getting hot in here. There's no air conditioning. So rather than just air condition the same space, we were thinking it would be great to have an outdoor park where the kids can get outdoors, enjoy the fresh air, you know, get out into the sunlight. So we kind of harnessed that way. So we're doing the outdoor park right now, and then hopefully eventually we'll do some updates in here as well. But in the meantime, we have the best instruction in Canada right here in the building. So if anyone's looking to learn and you haven't tried before, you can come in during a regular drop-in time, and we'll give you a first kind of course to get started, teach you all the basics of where to put your feet, how to cruise, how to go down ramps, just kind of the ABCs of how to get on a board and have some fun. So we're just here to give everyone a really good experience to make sure that they overcome the initial hurdles that come with learning the skateboard. Because learning the skateboard doesn't come easy, but it's definitely one of the most rewarding activities you can take part in. We literally have kids from 3 years old and grandparents up to 65. Literally grandparents skating with their kids, which is like something which would have been unheard of, you know, 20 years ago. So you were lucky if your parents could bring you to the skate park. I love some of the memes and the edits that are going around of like parents in the 80s at the skate park, and it was like a kid just sitting there and no parents anywhere near. And then it's like in the 2000s, it's like dad's outside going like, let's go to the skate park, trying to convince the kid to go. And anyway, it's just kind of funny to see how the times have changed. And it's a good thing in a sense that that skate parks have become a lot more, I guess, mainstream, and everyone feels welcome there. Because there's lots of times after dark and after things get kind of a little slower where the serious skateboarders can come out and still have fun. So.
What's up, all you skate punks out there? This is Mitch from Regal Foul. Shout out to our enablers, High and Dedham Records. Shout out to James, Josh, Zack, Mario, Ross for making this whole video come together. Shout out to the Adhesives band for throwing in some other tracks. And, you know, what can you say about skate punk? Goes together like peanut butter and jelly, tea and biscuits, lamb and tuna fish. God damn it. So, hope you guys enjoy this video. Enjoy the tracks. Cheers.
Like Mr. Wixland, it's harder than steel. Eating to the game of humans is real. The truth of the sand, the truth looks like glass. Murder the wicked, split throats of the bad. Left, right, not gasoline. Left, right.
I've been to the facility for other things.
It's a perfect spot.
I'm one of those guys though, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
And that, folks, is your interview with Shaggy.
Okay.
All right, and we are not done yet. So after 20 years this December of operation, we have just announced that the town of Riverview is building a new $57 million recreation facility, and our company has designed the new outdoor park to go along with that facility. So we're going to be looking at a complete outdoor park that's actually catered to the new age of skateboarding. So we're catering it to families, we're catering it to the old skateboarder who used to skate as a kid that's getting back on, we're catering it to the new kid who's just getting on a board that needs smaller stuff to start on, that is still able to be progressed on over the next few years. We're offering roller features and kind of more flow features for the bikes and scooters, because the outdoor park will be an all-wheel park. And we also hope to be doing as much programming and as much positive influencing out there as we do in here at the indoor park as well. So that park is slated to be open in 2026, I believe, partway through the year. So we're really looking forward to that. It's going to bring us really up with the times in terms of park design. Yeah, it's going to be a big game changer for us to have indoor and outdoor skateboarding. So.